So my friends, about Rec Room, I'm not surprised, honestly. It's just something I've expected for the longest time now. Overall, it's a disaster of a game. And sometimes it would be better if it shut down, but there are so many highs I've had in the game. Me and my friends, I met a man named R.R. Says back when I first joined and played Golden Trophy for the first ever time. I never did any of those gift begging, thankfully, but that man, he showed me what friendship could be in Rec Room, along with a man that sometimes plays, like, once a year, named Cool Bro. He was, and they were, somebody fun to be around. Of course, my friends evolved after that. I need a second, hold on. So, I met Purple King VR and Awesomeness YT. Awesomeness YT hasn't been on a lot since I met him. I met him, we played for a bit, we tried to record some videos. This was around the time I just started. And you may know those people that I record videos with, Mr. Bagarless and Pepe. I met them after our saves went offline. Like, fully offline, like he was done with VR, I think. I got up, played Golden Trophy, and met Pepe. And Purple King VR introduced me to bagarless later that week. I never really thought of bringing the two together until like a month later. I think around there, yeah. Where I was playing with bagarless and Pepe wanted to join, so I invited him. I introduced the two to each other, and from then on, it just became us trio. Us three against the world. Pepe, he taught me how to circuit, build, everything I know, actually. Sometimes I figured stuff out on my own, but most of the time I'd have to go to him for support. And Pepe, he has his own memories too, and I'm sure he could probably make a video about it. But the shutdown, it's warranted. The way the whole game was managed, the way everything's been going down, it's just warranted. Anyways, back to the history lesson. After Pepe had taught me everything, I wanted to show the world what we could do. What I could do, even. I built, I tried, I created games that, to me, were fun, looked fun. Of course, they never got popular. I never did events and all that stuff, but there's this one project that I bet a lot of you know because I advertised it in my 100 subscriber special. It was like the whole big thing of the 100 subscriber special. Quest for the Pops. It was our most well thought out game. Our most well put together game. Our most work put into a game. Pepe was the one that mostly made it, of course, because he's the best, but like, he had so much dedication for the game, way more than me. Like, for me, if I were working on the game alone, I would probably be only on, like, level 4 right now, at most. But, like, it was an actually fun puzzle game that we had constructed with combat, and it only got around to 800 views, which, trust me, is a lot for a project. Our projects never get any outside views except for a yacht game, which is horrible, sadly. It was just a throwaway game because Pepe had recently made an AI that follows. But, man, it's just like another game that has gotten YouTuber views and YouTubers, like, access. It was horribly put together, and it was a enemy slop, sadly enough. But it got tons of views, as you could imagine, compared to ours. It released around the same time as well. Compared to ours, it only got 800 views. Which is disappointing, I know, but it discouraged me. It discouraged Pepe almost. It made me, I did not want to work on Rec Room as much. Since then, you know, every once in a while we try to work, but not to the same degree as we used to. There wouldn't be no long hours of dedication where me and him would play plugged in, trying to figure out what to do what and where to do where. It's just sickening, almost. I've matured as Rec Room. I've grew with Rec Room, almost. Over the years I've played it, I've grown. as you could definitely hear in my voice. But as a person, sometimes there are definitely times, trust me, where I'd love to go back to Rec Room, love to go back to how it was before. But if you can't go back to how it was before, it would have kept going that way if everything was still cheap. I don't know. We're not getting political with this. We're getting Rec Room with this. But I think the biggest downfall of the whole Rec Room community and everything was just like trying to port to so many consoles and devices and stuff. That's what ruined it. I'm recording this in my bedroom, so if you hear like random tapping around because I'm walking. But the biggest fall of the Rec Room community and Rec Room as a whole was porting to so many new consoles. Sure, it gave them access to every console and everything for the people for the kids that couldn't use Roblox, like my cousin, well, not cousin, technically friend, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's just like wow, dude. I'm like, it's like fucking 6:20 in the morning. I just learned about the shutdown because I just got up for school, and it's just a lot. This is so like completely not put together, but it's a lot for me. I'm gonna go back, might record a video of all of these, you know, looking through all my rooms and stuff. We really hated Rooms 2.0. I'll say that. Me and Pepe, we hated Rooms 2.0 so much. Why couldn't they just port over the stuff to normal rooms? Because like there's so much stuff we relied on, clamps, uh, CV1 animation gizmos. Like there's so much stuff we relied on in there, and we couldn't use it. It was so dumb. But yeah, I might go back and record a video. I don't know if I'm ready to look at Rec Room one more time. See ya.